approved a few infrastructure projects. So that would connect the complete loop of gas oil pipeline from the central to the eastern part, northeastern part, and the northern part of the country. We have successfully composed this Thailand Energy Integrated Blueprint.
Sawadee, welcome to Thailand Today. I'm Kusma Yothasmut as your host. Thailand's Power Development Plan 2015 will underpin the continuation of the Thai economy on the basis of sustainable production, consumption as well as conservation of energy. The plan consists of fuel price reforms, energy consumption efficiency, more petroleum exploration and production, new investment in fossil fuel power plants and alternative energy, and expanding energy production with neighboring countries. In the year 2016, Thailand's public and private investment in the energy sector will reach almost 700 billion baht, according to the Ministry of Energy. Thailand Today has with us today Mr. Prasert, Sinsukprasert, Deputy Director General, Energy Policy and Planning Office, Ministry of Energy. He will outline Thailand Integrated Energy Blueprint and how it will sustainable balance between energy production and consumption. Please welcome Mr. Prasert, Sinsukprasert, Deputy Director General, Energy Policy and Planning Office, Ministry of Energy. Sawadee ka. And you're very most welcome to Thailand today, sir.
Okay. All right. Well, it's a pleasure.
Thank you, sir. Well, today we're going to talk about a very important topic on this. How do we have the current energy plan for the Thai people? Right. So first of all, we have to congratulate ourselves to have a less payment of energy now.
Right. Actually, we have a very happy year of this 2015. We're enjoying the low energy prices all over the world, Thailand included, of course. But in a way, it has been a bit difficult in terms of promoting energy conservation and alternative energy. But I think all in all, it's a good year.
Yes. When you talk about that, let us touch on this before we move on to other things.
Okay.
We have to how to make awareness. That's what you're concerned. Awareness of the people to save energy, to use the energy.
Right.
So that may be dealing with the many parts of the ministry. Okay, well, when we talk about car, we have to be concerning about traffic, and the police have to work better or something. What do you think, sir?
Well, in terms of let's put it this way.
Okay.
We try in every channels, every way we could to inform to the public about, even though the energy price is low, but it's better if we use it more efficiently. And also we try to provide information in terms of energy consumption of all the energy consuming appliances, electrical appliances,
yes.
Refrigerators. Of course, I think everybody knows about the level 5, energy efficiency level.
Yes.
Tell you how much energy would consume in a year, and so the consumers would have the knowledge in terms of selecting which one is suit their use. Also in terms of driving, if you're talking about driving, we also have a program, a brochure, tell information about how to drive more energy efficiently.
Very interesting. So we are going to go in good hand. So what is your take to the energy situation in 2015, and is what is likely scenario to the 16?
Well, like I said, in 2015 we enjoy low energy prices, and in 2016 I think the low price will continue, given the fact that all these fundamental factors are still the same. We still see the discover and the production of shale oil and the OPEC, the oil importing countries still keep the production up. So we still see a big supply of oil, and that means, and the global economic situation, well, it's recovering, but it's not in the full speed. So I would say that the demand of energy consumption is not going to be huge. So with this supply and demand things, I would say that the energy price will stay low for the next year for sure. But for Thailand, in 2015 we have been very successful in terms of creating many policies and also doing a lot of approvals in terms of energy plans. And I can tell you about a bit more the master plans. But let me tell you about some highlights that have been done in the past year. Pricing issues. I think we are very successful. Actually, I have been invited to USA recently to talk about this ongoing fossil fuel subsidy remove. So we restructure the price of LPG in such a way that the retail price would reflect the true cost of supply. So by doing so, that means we remove the cross subsidies that used to be there forever. And we've seen some reaction in terms of the efficient use of LPG and the more production from refineries. So together, when you sum it up, that means we reduce the imports of LPG. The statistics show the past year that we reduced it by 45%, and that would mean 10 billion baht at least.
Quite a lot. So in removing the fossil for the LPG, is there any effect or the quality of the LPG be the same?
Not at all. The LPG is still in the same quality. We still maintain and comply with the standards. From our ministry have the standards. So so the users don't have to worry about it. But by removing, it means, well, actually we have this golden opportunity because the price getting low enough. So when remove the subsidies, all the consumers doesn't feel any effect. So that's very lucky for us.
It's a fortunate time because I removed the gas tank already and start using the petrol. But and you are confirmed that at least next year to come is still going on.
So on top of the price structure restructure, we also have approved a few infrastructure projects. For example, in gas, the new pipelines, they will call it the fifth ring of the gas pipeline plan has been approved. So that would connect the complete loop of gas pipelines in the country from the east to the west. We also approved a plan for the oil pipelines from the central to the eastern part, northeastern part, and the northern part of the country. And those projects are ongoing, and there have been many private investors that showed interest to invest in the project. So that would mean we would be more energy secure, and the cost of transport of this oil would be reduced. So,
very interesting. So we talk about the blueprint.
Right.
So what are the integrated energy blueprint and these 5 plans that you plan to do?
Exactly. This year is also a year to remember in terms of energy planning. we have successfully composed this Thailand energy integrated blueprint.
Okay.
The plan consists of 5 components, if you may, the 5 pillars,
5 pillars,
and
yes.
that would be the foundation of how the energy would develop
Yeah.
in the next 20 years.
Okay.
The 5 plans means
What are they? Yes.
the power development plan,
Power development plan.
energy efficiency plan, alternative energy plan,
Okay.
oil plan, and
Yes.
gas plan.
Gas plan.
Okay.
Yes.
If we talk about this, I would begin with the energy efficiency plan because
Okay.
that is the most important
Of
thing. That
course.
is the first thing that you need to do. You have to save energy before you can build. So we're looking at all the sectors: transportation sectors, residential, industry sector, and looking for the potentials in terms of technology, market, commercial, and we found that we should be able to reduce so-called energy intensity by about 30% in the next 20 years.
Then only can move on with the rest of the pillars?
Yes.
If we have to reach 30% of that.
Right.
Okay.
Right. It's a very challenging target though, because
that's right.
we used to have 20, 25, but with a strong policy, we can do that. Plus, in this energy efficiency plan, most of the energy reduction would come from transportation sector because we expect the new infrastructure, the new medium speed train, for example, the dual rail train. So those things would reduce the need for energy in transportation. So people would use more public transportation, they would not use the car, and trains would be more popular. So, and of course, and also with the electricity. So with this reduction of energy use and electric power used, we'll take that number and take into consideration how many power plants we would need for the next 20 years. And we run all the models with 3 principles: energy security, cost competitiveness, and environmental protection. So these 3 priorities have to be there. So altogether in these 20 years, we would need about 54,000 megawatt installed. Right now we have about 37.
Quite vast. It has to yet to go.
Right, because in this 37,000 megawatt, some of the power plant would be retired, in the course of 20 years. So about 20,000 would have to remove. So we have to add, for another 54,000 megawatt.
Wow.
So that means we would remain the reserve margin, which is the extra capacity, about 15 megawatt, 15%, throughout 20 years.
Yes.
So that's for energy security. That to make sure that when you turn on the light, the light will be on.
And then we shrink. Sometimes it's weeping.
Right. And for the alternative energy plan is also a very aggressive plan. We want to increase the use of alternative energy by 30%. And we're using a lot of mechanisms. Pricing mechanism is one thing, to make the price differential between gasohols and the regular benzines to have attractive, attract the users to use more gasohol, and also attract the producers, ethanol producers and refineries to have more ethanol production. And also for the electricity, we also have a plan to increase the electricity from renewable energy with the regime of feed-in tariff. That means we willing to pay more for renewable energy.
But why do we have to have it now? Why did we do it before?
Oh, we actually have been doing this. This is not the new thing. It's just that will be more aggressive. You know? And if with the oil low price, we even have to be even more aggressive.
Yeah, just now you were talking about the clean energy. So as a layman, and what is the underlying rationale why many countries so much investing on it?
Oh, of course. In November last month, there was a big meeting on this. They call it COP21 in Paris.
Okay.
Actually, our Prime Minister was there,
Yeah.
and he made a certain commitment that Thailand would help reducing the greenhouse gas emission.
Yeah.
I mentioned about that because this is the whole story of the clean energy. We probably have seen a lot of natural disasters from the past 2-3 years.
Exactly.
Hurricanes, storms, flooding, even well, somebody said about earthquake, but I don't think earthquake has anything
Nothing
to do with
it.
but in terms of storms or the too hot of summer or too cold of winter and big snowstorms, and the weather have changed everywhere, and people believe that that's come from greenhouse gas emission, creating the greenhouse effect. So it's our job, it's our responsibilities as our generation to reduce the energy use and also to use the low carbon content forms of energy. That means renewable energy like solar, like wind, in order to reduce this greenhouse gas emission. Otherwise, our next generation would have to deal with the more hurricanes, and like Thailand would affect a lot, because if the season change in a drastic way, our crops would not be able to grow as it used to. The flooding,
And
for
with
example.
agricultural country.
Exactly. So that would affect to the farmers. So this is why, all over the world, United Nations, all these international organizations have come forward and try to promote this clean energy.
Very interesting, and wow, it's high time for the Thai people and to the rest of the world to give hand.
Yes.
So how the Thai public can contribute to the country's sustainable energy use?
Oh, first, every time they have to consume energy, of course we all have to consume, but we have to think a bit more about how the energy come from and what the effect when we use the energy. So we be more energy conscious.
To be conscious, yes.
That would lead to energy efficiency again. So even the price getting low, we can see the news that the FT, the electricity tariff, has been going down.
Yes.
So, but the thing is, it's not only the price that we pay. 3 baht per kilowatt hour or 20 baht for 1 liter of diesel. But there's a lot of things like the pipelines, the use of pipelines, the emissions created. So all these things not yet included into energy price. So the price itself doesn't tell the whole story. So it's up to us, up to the public, that when we use the energy, we have to be more energy conscious and use it more efficient. And that is the best way to make sure that energy would be there for next generation.
Yes, so we have to help. Each one of us has to share for this security, for this sustainable consumption, that you got to do it. So I have a minute for you. Talk to the audience and convince them very strongly to hold on with the rest of it because we are at the moment is peaceful and happy to consume such a cheap production. So please.
I want to start by saying that when we do this energy integrated blueprint, the plan for 20 years, we found that we have to rely more on energy imports, oil and gas, especially on gas, because we have depleting resources in our own, and also even in Myanmar gas or the gas from JDA, the Malaysia-Thai Joint Development Area. And we would need rely on the LNG and the infrastructure that required, to support all this energy consumption. So if the public continue to use the energy as such, that means we have to spend a lot of money on the LNG imports and on those facilities. So I'd like to ask the public to be aware. Just don't be wasteful on energy. When you go, I'm not sure this is going to be before the holidays or after the holidays, but maybe during the holidays. So you'll probably be out of home. You're probably in the hotels, and you probably think, okay, we are in a spending period, and we are in the hotel, the luxury things, and we turn on the light, turn on our air condition. Even you're not in the room. Well, even you're entitled to do it, but it gives a burden to the countries, and not to mention that electricity produced, for each unit, that means CO2, the carbon dioxide, would be emitted. For each unit you use power, so that would create more pollution. So be aware and please be energy efficient.
Has stressed to us that please be aware of what you are using. Thank you very much sir for being here. ขอบคุณค่ะ
Thank you ครับสวัสดีครับ
Thailand Today would like to thank Mr. Prasert, Sinsukprasert, Deputy Director General, Energy Policy and Planning Office, Ministry of Energy. He stressed that the current energy plans will ensure supplier security as well as sustainable consumption over the next 2 decades. Thank you for watching Thailand Today. I'm Kusuma Yothaswat and hope to see you again next time. สวัสดีค่ะ